Good morning. Welcome. Glad to be here with you. Let's take a couple minutes to get this frame right. The light is quite bright outside too, so hopefully the room is lit up enough or it'll adjust so you can see me a little bit better. I'm going to take off my socks today. It's warm. So here we are in our practice together, coming to our Qigong. Glad you made it here today. And we'll begin to settle into our practice together. You can begin to notice the sensations, the contact of your feet. Maybe rock back and forth, feet about shoulder width apart, letting the knees come into a slight bend, feeling this strong base connected to the earth. In through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Feeling that tailbone begin to lengthen and drop towards the earth as your legs are engaged. The spine can begin to relax as you pull up through the crown of your head, tailbone hanging. You roll the shoulders back and down, feeling some space in the armpits. Your arms hang. In through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Tightness of the mind falling away. Each exhale. Quieting the mind stream, letting the thoughts dampen, coming to stillness. In this relaxing, the presence arises. In your skillful awareness. Contact with the breath, contact with the sounds, sensations, and with your center in the lower belly, the lower dantian. And we'll begin our gentle arm swings, staying close to ourselves, close to this presence. In through the nose, out the mouth, clearing and warming the joints. And then returning to stillness. Gentle twist. In this quality of release, letting go, softening, and coming back to center. Arms to the side, we'll swing one in front, one behind, a gentle bouncing. And the arms will fall into the side of your body when you're ready. And the final arm swing, tapping the shoulder and the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Again, returning to center. And let's warm up the neck, pulling up through the crown of the head, looking towards the sky and the earth. Gentle tuck of the chin. Be mindful of this heavy head on our neck. Gentle with the cervical spine. We'll look over our shoulders, spacious, gliding. Just greeting whatever we find here in the neck with kindness. And then ears to shoulders. And then we'll do our full circles. And I've adjusted the instructions on this a little bit. So instead of these full circles where our head goes all the way back, we're just going to draw a circle with the nose in front of our face. So we're still getting that full range of motion without putting excess pressure or wear and tear on the cervical spine. And then we'll reverse. And returning back to center, we'll move into our shoulders, some nice shoulder circles. And reverse. Shake it out. We'll do our 3 staccato breaths. And some larger arm circles, feeling the breadth of this shoulder joint and its movement. Reverse. Nice and gentle. No tension. And we'll go to the other side. And reverse. Coming into your wrists and elbows. Reverse that. Open and close the fingers. Inhale to the sun. Exhale to the earth. We'll clap your hands together for the exhale. Connecting to that lower belly breath. Contact with this warmth or friction, creating some warmth and heat. Bring this to the lower back. Gentle tapping. I'm going to continue this tapping coming down the outside of the legs, tops of the feet, and coming up the inside, back of the legs, and up the front. You can either use a cup palm or a loose fist. We'll do this again. And with a loose fist, gentle tapping the groin, this bouncing. And then let's come down the legs. And we'll return to the lower back for some kidney breath. Inhale into the hands of the lower back. Exhale and relax. And we'll bring this around the waist belt, connecting the lower dantian with your gate of life, lumbar four. Hands on the hips, some gentle pelvic tilts. Inhale and exhale. Small circles, tailbone hangs, feeling the strength of your legs. Knees are slightly bent. And then reverse. And large circles. And reverse. And coming to center, stepping out into your horse stance, some spinal twists. Inhale towards the center, exhale as we push away, looking over the shoulder. We inhale back. And other side. This gentle rhythm, twisting, pumping. Return to center, feet pointing forward. Knees are bent. We're going to inhale, straighten the right knee, looking up towards the fingertips. Exhale back, opening up the side body. The other side. And hinging at the waist, we're going to hang like a rag doll. Knees slightly bent. You can grab the elbows if you'd like, and then moving, swaying, bending the knees, moving the head, whatever feels good. Let the body guide you, the breath guide you. Releasing the thinking mind. Letting the hands go. We're going to roll up slowly, coming into our spinal breath. Inhale and exhale. One more spinal breath here. And throwing the hands back a couple times. We'll bring the feet together, coming down into your knees, rolling the knees and ankles. We reverse. And then we'll massage one knee at a time, some gentle tapping, just tuning into your knees here. And the other side. Back to center for ankles and feet, keeping the toes close to the floor, or you can lift the knee if it's available to you. Fully releasing that ankle, point and flex, and some circles. Shake it out. And the other side. And now full bicycle legs. Feeling that lower dantian breath. Connecting to the core. We'll step to the other side. And come into stepping lightly. step into flow, presence, letting go of rigidity, habit energy, structured mind, and returning to our stance. We'll inhale and exhale with a clap. And bringing your hands to the eyes. Massaging around the face and the jaw, the scalp. And coming down the neck when you're ready, the shoulders, and across chest, the upper lungs, so from the sternum into the shoulder notch. And then we'll tap down the arms, so palm down, coming down the arm, palm up, we'll tap up, and doing the same thing. And just in the armpit a little bit, and we'll smooth it out. And the other side. And we're going to come down the chest. And tap around the belly button. Continue breathing, feeling connected to that belly as you're tapping, staying present. And then we'll smooth it out. Palm over palm, resting here in the lower belly. And we'll release into our bouncing and shaking. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Returning to stillness. We wash down our body's breath, presence, the light, the universe, melting down the body, through the feet, into the earth. And returning to the lower dantian, palm over palm. And we'll end with our 10 full body swings. Inhale, exhale. And returning again to home, lower belly. And whenever you're ready, you can transition. I'm going to mess with my light a little bit here, see if I can get it a little bit better lit for me. As you shake it out. That's a little bit better. And now we're going to move into our inner smile and the six healing sounds. So, our transformational practice, there's a lot of transformational energy right now in the nature of things and the cycles of the seasons as this planet spins around its axis around the sun, moving through the cosmos. And we're all a part of that. And this is a ripple of that interaction this time of year, this spring quality. So we'll bring that to mind and into our presence as we settle into our inner smile practice. We're going to find our stance. So, whatever way works for you to begin this process, to remember a practice of remembering, awakening to what is here. Tailbone heavy to the earth, full contact of the feet, knees slightly bent, crown of the head lifted, a gentle lift aligns the spine. The breath is grounded and easy in the lower abdomen. This sea of chi where the breath emanates from, where our presence emanates from, this point of light that is you and me in this incarnate form. But we feel that breath undulating through this whole core. So feeling it through the nose, the throat, tongue, the heart, the rib cage, solar plexus, diaphragm, lower back, belly, through the spine, all the way down through the perineum, the tailbone. And in this focused awareness, this awakeness to the breath, we can notice this quality of gentleness, kindness, quality of a smile imbued in the nature of things, imbued in the nature of ourselves. As we relax, this quality vibrates and resonates in a way that is known. We'll begin our 10 ping cheese. So we'll inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth 10 times. Rolling those shoulders. Land here in our lungs today. Focusing this awake awareness to notice landing here with that quality of a smile. Perhaps noticing if once you did your ping cheese, you got to work. Just noticing these qualities of doing or fixing, we relax them and Just land in this smile, this presence with the lungs. Just seeing what happens with this contact. Curious, open, and grounded through that breath, through this contact with the earth, through this shared practice, this container of safety to allow what is there to be known. The healing sound for the lungs is xia, associated with the metal element. The color is white. So we're going to inhale xia 3 times. Xia, xia, xia. 3 ping cheese. Rolling those shoulders forward, leading with those elbows, and landing here in your lungs. Hmm. This patience that arises to stay with these intimate parts of being, of self, in that simplicity, that smile. You say goodbye, thanking your lungs today. We'll move now from metal to water, hands coming to the back side of your body, palms resting here as we look inside, greeting our kidneys today. So we may begin that journey with some conceptual idea of the kidneys, perhaps an image or anatomy book we once looked at. As we drop these conceptual ideas, just feeling in here, feeling in with your heart, your breath, this gentle smile. The healing sound for the kidneys, for the water element is chui. So we'll inhale as we massage, exhale, chui, 3 times together. Chui, chui, chui. 3 ping cheese. Rolling your shoulders forward and landing here in the kidneys. Thanking your kidneys today, the water element, the color blue, associated with the winter season. And we'll move in the cycle of creation from winter to spring, water to wood, kidneys to the liver. So we're going to land here. Smiling into our livers. This attunement. We bring this presence of a smile, whatever is felt and known, being touched. There's this way in which our vibrations can attune to other vibrations. We bring this quality here, this quality of green, a fresh spring, a delicate yet powerful presence of new life, the elements coming together in this way, this mysterious, powerful way in which life is created and formed and manifests into our consciousness, into the consciousness. A healing sound for the liver is sure. So we'll begin with the backs of the hands together. We inhale a nice big stretch up to the sun. Exhale, sure. Bending at the waist, we press the elbows slightly in, and then we release the breath and the hands together. 3 times. Sure. 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 3 ping cheese. We'll roll the shoulders, landing again here, the wood element, the liver. This fresh quality of new life, movement, creation, and the underlying fabric of that reality of love, kindness. It's more readily noticeable when we tune in to what is the nature of things. They're moving, interacting in this grand cycle, these waves of the seasons. Hmm. Saying goodbye to your liver, thanking your liver, the color green. The wood element will move from wood to fire, landing in our hearts. Wood to fire, green to red, spring to summer. As we feel the presence of our hearts, noticing any qualities of rushing, wanting to get through this practice, get to the end, the finish, or any qualities of sort of tuning out or going through the motions, sort of being beneath or behind the practice. And letting that presence arise right in the middle, in the center, right here in our hearts. Cultivating this contact, this sensitive heart, imbued in our presence, this quality of heart. Noticing its strength, its fire, the bright quality of the heart, love, openness, delight, joy, different flavors and expression of the heart. And the fabric that's woven with this beating heart, its bioelectric rhythms connecting and communicating with all other hearts. And the healing sound for the heart, for the fire element is ha. We say this with an open mouth, expressing through the tongue. We inhale ha 3 times. Ha ha ha. 3 pink cheese. Rolling those shoulders forward. And then landing here again. Not just connected to your heart, but imbued with its presence. You are this quality of heart. Thanking your heart, saying goodbye to fire. We'll move now in the creation cycle from fire to earth. Hands to the left side of the rib cage, landing in our spleens and stomachs. Heart to spleen, red to golden yellow, summer to late summer. So there's 5 seasons acknowledged in this cycle, this body of wisdom. Softening into this contact. Releasing any tension or holding in this area as we bring our presence here. The healing sound for the spleen, the stomach is whoo. So we're going to do this one time as we inhale, right palm to the sky, left palm to the earth, and we'll exhale to twist to the left. Inhale, holding the breath for a count of 10. Exhale, whoo. Let's do this one time together. Whoo. Three big G's. Roll your shoulders forward. And we'll land again here in the spleen and stomach. And saying goodbye, thanking the spleen, the stomach, the earth element, and we'll move into our triple burner sound integration, a gentle sigh. Ah, 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 ah. Exhale, returning to center. And when you're ready, you can shake it out a little bit. Moving now into our final practice here, the 18 movements, sure by sure Qigong, cultivation and storage. So taking your time, doing what feels right to you, really connecting to your process, to your practice, feeling presence arise with each moment, each piece of your journey. Foundation, contact through the feet, the earth beneath you. Bottoms of the feet are open, receiving. Palms of the hands open. Breath is grounded, expansive, and soft, yet there's some gravity to the breath in the lower belly. The crown of the head lifted, the spine hanging from this lifted crown, feeling the tailbone release and relax into the earth. Chin will slightly tuck naturally with this lifting. Breath undulating through its cycles, this gentle pumping, these rhythms. As we settle into this possibility of presence, and as we practice and awaken to these points of contact, to these points of remembering, it's the possibility of blooming into presence, this stream imbued in every moment of now. this awakened being. And whenever you're ready, this awakened being begins their practice. Hands wave by the lake. And open your heart at the top of the mountain. And now flowing through, swinging the rainbow. Breath and movements emanating from the sea of chi. And a gentle squat floating through, engaging the legs. We inhale as we rise up to part the clouds. Look at the sky. And floating through, coiling silk or silk floating on air. Now we'll row across the big lake. And coming through center for raising the sun. Staying close to yourself. When awareness arises of being trapped in a more two-dimensional stream, the mind or thoughts, future or the past, using your skillful means to quiet, relax, and presence will arise. And now gazing at the moon. Returning again to center, rustling the lotus leaves. And now hands wave like clouds. And we'll now step mindfully into this gentle lunge for scooping the ocean. And just a gentle reminder that this is equally a movement and a functional movement to help strengthen the legs as it is this sort of bending at the waist. I always emphasize more this rising up, lifting with your knees, with the glutes, the strength of the earth. And we'll come to the other side, scooping the ocean. And coming through for playing with waves, moving from your center. And we'll step on through. And flowing through again for dove spreads its wings. And breathing through. And returning to center for dragon emerges from the sea. And now wild geese taking flight. And then our windmills. And reverse. And stepping and bouncing a ball or walking on clouds. So finding that center, the rhythm of this movement, the flow through the body. And now we'll gather the fragrance of the earth 3 times. Resting here. This clarity of consciousness and presence. Every cell, every atom in this stream. And we'll seal this in small circles to large and reverse large to small. Hands at the heart, thanking yourself for showing up for your practice today, showing up to your sensitive heart, your skillful means. And we'll open the hands to share the merit of this practice with our loved ones, our larger communities, expanding to all humans, all beings on the planet, all sentient beings, to the planet Earth, the mighty sun, our solar system, expanding all the way out into all that exists in the cosmos. We'll bring this large universe around, join it with the small universe within. Left hand an open palm, right hand a closed fist. Bring this together, yin and yang. And we bow to this practice. And we also bow to all the teachers that shared this wisdom before us. Thank you so much. So great to see you. I see a lot of people online today, so that's awesome. And always, I feel so good after practicing with you, so I hope that you do too. And if you are able to donate or moved, you can click the link below, put my name in the teacher box. It's truly appreciated and helps this offering to continue to happen. So thank you so much. I feel so honored that we get to do this together. So enjoy this spring weather. I know we're kind of going up and down now with temperatures. That's just the way it is. There's this kind of heaving that happens now, this churning. So enjoy that and the green that's going to arise very quickly in our visual field. And hope you all have a great weekend. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next week.